Nobody gets you ready for Utah football more than the KSL Sports Zone.
Ready?
The Utes get set for another huge Big 12 game as they square off against Cincinnati. Your home for the best coverage of Utah football is right here on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. You're locked on to JJ and Alex on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
And I try. Hey, welcome back. JJ and Alex, 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. You know what guys who are in their 40s on diets do? We slowly describe the food that we ordered over the weekend.
We need to get better hobbies.
Oh, man. You know what's a great hobby? Hallmark movies. I'm telling you, it'll get you through the holidays.
Oh, my gosh.
They're all the same. You know how they're going to end. Guy gets the girl gets the guy, whatever. You know, you're not disappointed by a twist here and there, somebody getting murdered. Nobody wants that. Go on.
Be kind of fun to throw a wrinkle in there every now and then, though. Hallmark, wouldn't it?
Yeah, Hallmark just goes 1 in 10 you're going to get. There's going to be a murder.
There's not enough violence on the Hallmark channel.
Oh, that would be actually really hilarious. Doesn't fall in line with our. I like your pitch. It just really doesn't fall in line with our goal. Yeah, but try it once and just see what happens. Mm-hmm. You get those, because those moms will be like, you know what? That was a nice wrinkle.
Instead of some hot TV executive landing in town, why don't you have Predator land in town and see how everybody deals with that problem?
Still owns a small Christmas tree shop. Just murders people. Eats them. No problem. All right?
Predator opens a flower shop in Nantucket.
A small, quaint chocolate, hot chocolate shop.
Falls in love with a local barista.
Then eats the top of her head, just all clean off.
And then it starts a massive killing spree.
Don't give me that look like we've gotten off topic. This is perfect programming for a television executive.
And then what's his name from Boston? The guy that's in all the movies now.
Oh, Mark
Wahlberg. Yeah. Let him take out Predator.
All right. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to kick off the show here, top of the hour, like we always do with the cut. We'll jump in right here. Let's get to what college football looks like after a wild week 9. Let's do it.
It's time for the biggest story of the day. This is what made the cut with JJ and Alex on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
Used to be that you could be a lot more safe as a college football coach than it was as an NFL coach. No such luck anymore. By the way, this portion of the show brought to you by the good folks at the Doug Smith family of dealerships in American Fork, Spanish Fork, and in Linden now, where you can find the Doug Smith Mitsubishi. Nobody knows cars like Doug. Let me see here, JJ. It used to be you could rely on a college football coach to be at a place for 3 or 4 seasons, and if it wasn't working out, well, you'd see that through and see how things get figured out. But
it seems like every guy got 4 years, right?
Brian Kelly, the latest victim of Predator landing in his town. No, latest victim of being fired. And you know what? It was after the crowd was asking for him to get fired. This is not – I don't like rewarding a raucous crowd at Death Valley. You lose by 20-something to Texas A&M, who, by the way, is as shocking of a revelation this year in the SEC as any team has ever been, because I would contend that Vanderbilt winning games this year and Texas A&M winning games this year is the same. Like, we've been disappointed by Texas A&M for decades. Not just in the SEC, but wherever they were before, pretending like they were the little brother of Texas for so long. They don't win games. They don't win significant games. If they do, they go 9-3 on a season, and then you forget about them. They're always the second most important team in the state of Texas, by a long shot. Even after they have a good year this year, they will still never be up to that Texas level of class and distinction. That's how they live. It's just they are the consummate little brother in that state. And yet here they are, number 3 in the country, just right behind Indiana, just like we all had a couple of years ago. Certainly after last year, we thought, well, after that one-and-done performance, we'll see what happens now. Indiana is bona fide. By the way, they have 2 Mendozas at quarterback now, I don't know if you know that. Little brother's going to take over for big brother, and he's going to do the exact same freaking thing. Guaranteed. Cignetti must be loving it, although he wouldn't be able to tell on the sidelines because it looks like he just pooped himself. He does not look happy ever. Right? Every time they show him on the sideline, he has this concerned look on his face like, oh, boy.
Uh-oh, I crapped my pants.
I should have. because I used them, and I just did.
Him and Deion Sanders have a lot in common.
Oh, no. So I have no idea what to think about college football this year. Ohio
It's
State,
wide open.
I think that we like having Ohio State at the top because it just feels normal.
It's familiar.
It's like a blanket, and they're winning, and that works. But Indiana being where they are feels very unfamiliar.
Who's Ohio State winning?
Texas A&M being in the spot that they are feels very unfamiliar. Having all these teams in the AP poll right now, being in the spots that they are, I get it. Now look, what's his name? Dave Portnoy over the weekend. Through BYU some love, through the Big 12 some love. I don't get why they get shorted all the time. The Big 12 is competitive. It's good. I don't know why you have all these teams. He pointed it out. He said, look, in the top 10, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 one-loss teams and 4 undefeated teams. Okay? In the top 10. You have 6 one-loss teams, including Miami, who's in front of BYU. Now, technically, BYU and Miami landed on the same amount of points over the weekend. BYU at 8-0 is sandwiched by a 5-2 Notre Dame team at 12, and they're tied with Miami as the other number 10 team as a one-loss team. Should they have fallen out of the Big 10 or out of the top 10? I don't know. Is Georgia Tech? I mean, Georgia Tech fell a spot because they are still undefeated? Question mark. I get it. Ole Miss beat Oklahoma. We don't know what Oklahoma really is, do we? But Portnoy pointed it out. BYU getting no respect. Texas Tech went up one spot after beating up on Oklahoma State. The Big 12, however, has 5 teams in the top 25 in the month of October for the first time since fall of 2022. If you recall, those teams, or that time frame, of course, had the old school Big 12. BYU nor Utah were members of the Big 12 at that point, so you had your Texas A&Ms and your Texases that were, and your Texases and your Oklahomas still part of the Big 12 at that point. So they have 5 teams in the top 25. But the Big 12's been doing this every week, JJ. Mm-hmm. Putting a team at the very end of the top 25. What happens to that team? They fall right out again. Utah has been sneaking into the top 25 a couple of times. If they get replaced, it's by Arizona State, who then gets replaced again the next week because they can't freaking get their crap together. Are they a 3-loss team now, by the way?
Yeah, 5-3 is Arizona State. They're 3-2 in conference play.
They're not going to be in Arlington.
No, they're not. Utah has the tiebreaker over them, obviously.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they're way back. There's not a realistic path.
No, I get it. Houston, I don't know what to think about these guys.
When do we have to start buying in on Houston? Because 7-1, 4-1 in conference play. Their only loss is to Texas Tech.
Willie Fritz is a good coach.
Dude can coach for sure.
We knew that he was when he got there to Houston. We didn't know how much time it was going to take. But Houston is never a top 25 football team. Never. It's a basketball school.
Yep.
That's what everybody tells you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oklahoma has 2 losses, and they're still number 18. Missouri has 2 losses. They're number 19. Texas moved up after being a really gross-looking 2-loss team.
They got lucky.
Of course they did. I don't know what to think because I think Cincinnati is good. I think Cincinnati is definitely better than Louisville. I think they're better than Virginia.
Cincinnati crushed Baylor.
They
worked them.
Look scary as hell if you're a BYU fan and you got to go to Nippert Stadium. They look scary if they're coming to your place, Utah. And they are. I'll tell you what, it's a weird situation to be in, BYU fan. You better be rooting like crazy for the Utes to put it on Cincinnati at Rice-Eccles Stadium. Do you have it in you?
Yep.
Do you have it in you? You freaking better.
The best thing to happen to BYU right now is a Cincinnati loss.
Not only that, it's that Bert Ficklin looks really good. And that Utah defense is going to be different at home than Cincinnati has faced all year this year.
In the dark, it's a night game.
Terrifying if you're Cincinnati. And BYU, you should be very excited about it, right? You need that. You got to have Cincinnati lose at least right now, because then further down the line, then they're up against the wall when you get to Nippert Stadium in the second to last week of the season, by the way, which is shaping up to be a nice game.
Oh, boy.
That's shaping up to be a nice game. Could you imagine those two teams being one loss apiece?
Maybe
even one of them being undefeated?
What if they're undefeated?
Maybe both of them being undefeated? If they're both undefeated, they're both in the top 10, and they're both probably going to be – it's going to be a game day game, right? Game day finally goes, can we get one of these?
Oh, for sure. And what kind of world are we living in where BYU and Cincinnati are both in the top 10?
Hey, if Fox comes knocking, Big Noon Kickoff comes knocking to Cincinnati or game day, which one do you choose if you're Cincinnati? You have the choice. Really, be honest.
Where you go with Fox, because ESPN's the SEC homers.
Okay. And can I just say, too, they seem like they're a lot more fun. Like, really?
That's true.
Isn't that like my kid talks about Big Noon Kickoff more than he does about game day anymore.
They're doing a great job.
Game day is the Nick Saban, Aflac crowd.
I never thought. Pat McAfee is trying really hard to give that show some
And he does a phenomenal job.
Imagine it without Pat McAfee.
It would be hard. It would be a tough pill to swallow. In fact, it would be your daily fiber pill that you'd have to swallow.
Got to watch Alabama Jones all grumpy on the set.
I'm just saying, it seems to me like the Big 12, they do need some help to keep getting recognized. And that help is you got to help yourself and stop freaking losing all these games as soon as you get teams into the top 25, right?
They're beating each other up, and they're going to get punished for it more than the SEC is.
1,000%.
Because the same thing's happening in the SEC right now. And will continue to happen.
LSU is dog water, and yet they're still getting top 25 votes. Look at the end of this thing. They have top 25 votes. They have top 25 votes. It's crazy to me. They're 5-3. They just fired their coach, and some weirdos are going, I think we should put them in there. They have double-digit votes in the top 25 AP poll this week. It's insane. All right. Next up, speaking of, like I said, the top 25 poll, Oklahoma, Missouri, they both go down, but they don't go down very far. What is the ceiling for any of the teams in the Big 12 right now? Like if they all do, and I'm saying I don't have the guts to say they're going to go undefeated. Let's say a one-loss Cincinnati team gets to the Big 12 championship game. Where are they ranked in the college football playoff?
Well, right now they're one loss and they're at 17, and that loss didn't come in conference play. It happened in the first week of the season.
Right.
They're 7-0 since that heartbreaker against Nebraska. They're one play away from being undefeated.
Who has Houston lost to? A
Texas Tech.
Top 15 Texas Tech team. After that, all they've done is just go around and mow people down, including the conference reigning champion.
But here's the problem.
Who also, within the last 10 days, beat Texas Tech also, who beat that Houston team. This is a mess. It's an absolute mess.
Those SEC teams play other SEC teams, and the voters are like, oh, Alabama beat Florida. Oh, Ole Miss beat.
Be smart about it. What brand is funner to watch? I mean, I say funner. What brand is more important to prop up? A Cincinnati football team or a Houston football team or even LSU? You know what I mean?
For ESPN, it's LSU. 100%.
Of course it is. A 2-loss Oklahoma team that they're praying that John Mateer could still materialize. See what I did there?
Nice.
Parker, do I get bonus points for that? Don't shake your head at me. That was good. I was quality pun. I wasn't going to look at Alex because I knew he was already flipping me off behind the glass over there for that dad joke. Is that just a good pun or is that a dad joke? We gone full dad mode on that? All right.
That's more punny to me, right? Agree?
I love it.
Oh.
It fits. All right. I'll be here all week.
Let's call you Big Pun.
If you're not playing Big Pun on the way back from this next break, I will be very upset.
He's not a player. He just crushes a lot.
Oh. Alex Napolis, our producer, is like, who the heck is Big Pun, dude?
You better no idea what we're talking about.
You better not have to ask.
No idea what we're talking about.
May he rest. Okay? All right, we'll take a break here. We'll come back. I'm sick of and fascinated by the whole ranking process. It just is so predictable, and yet at the same time, you look at it and you go, Why can't Cincinnati get more love? Why can't Houston get more love? For them, I say them, the voters, the SEC honks, the Big Ten honks.
Well,
it's for them. They honestly think, hey, we'll give them a little something like a little 22 ranking. You know what I mean? It's so degrading for teams like Houston. They're doing all the things. They are a Big 12 team. They're not in the American anymore. But people look at them like that. They've got so much brand work that has to get done. BYU's got to do this brand work still. Cincinnati's got to do this brand work still. They were in the freaking college football playoff more times than all these teams we're talking about in the SEC. And yet you still got to do brand work if you're Cincinnati. You still have to do brand work if you're – Utah has to do less of it. They have to do less brand work because they've done so much of it.
They're a known commodity. Over
the years. So you have to start stringing together wins that matter over teams that people are wondering, how did they beat them? Utah is recognizable because why? Because they will just beat the hell out of USC anytime they walk over here in Salt Lake City. Ever. I think for the rest of time, probably.
They're never coming back.
Have you seen that interview that Caleb Williams has done with Big Cat?
Yeah.
And it is like, I don't get why we lose to him. Because you're not a very good team. Your brand is good. Utah is always better than you. You know why? They play hard. You guys don't. So that's what I'm saying. The brand work needs to get done by the Big 12 still. Got some years to go.
100%. And if you're sick of the AP Top 25, like, this is stupid.
Call your senator.
I have some. Go. They're not at work right now.
Call your congressman.
They're off right now.
Write a strongly worded letter to your representative.
Government's taking some time off right now. But a week from tomorrow, guess what's coming? 5 p.m. November 4th, Tuesday. First college football playoff rankings. So we don't have to worry about the AP Top 25 anymore. We can overreact to the college football playoff rankings, which are certain to be a mess.
Just fewer and more rich fuddy-duddies getting together
exclusively. Wait until Texas is number 9.
Oh, my gosh. Well, they are 7-2.
Well,
that's going to be the case. Oh, they are 7-2.
You got to consider strength of schedule, and it just means more.
And they did it with a backup quarterback. Yeah. Poor Arch. May he rest. Is he dead yet? Can we kill off that storyline, though, for real with Arch? Settle down.
Jeez.
All right.
Poor kid.
We'll take a break. We'll come back. When we do, got ourselves some NFL Blitz to get to, some locals in the NFL, people who are winning the weekend across the league, and it just keeps getting better week on week for the locals. So stay right here with us. More to go. 97.5 the KSL Sports Zone.
All the latest news and notes from the league and the locals in the NFL. JJ and Alex bring you the NFL Blitz on 97.5 the KSL Sports Zone.
All right, everybody, welcome back. JJ and Alex, 97.5 the KSL Sports Zone on a Monday. Thanks for being with us. Appreciate you. You can always download the podcast wherever podcasts are found. You can always stream the show live on the KSL Sports app. You can also stream it on our website, KSLSports.com. You can also go to our YouTube page, KSL Sports, and see our mugs right there on the camera. So there you go. All the options are right there in front of you. NFL Blitz, of course, is that music. You can nominate the youth sports volunteer that you know for the Hercules Hero of the Week award. How's it work? You nominate somebody from your neighborhood or your municipality or your city that does an awesome job with the youth sports there. And you just nominate that person, KSLSports.com/contest. And then every Thursday we award a winner. They get a prize from Hercules First Federal Credit Union and Beehive Meals, both of whom are amazing sponsors of the program of the Hercules Hero of the Week. All right. JJ, locals in the NFL, people who won the weekend for the locals side of things, or at least their performances were right there. I will tell you that my son, for some reason, anytime he plays Madden, he doesn't cheer for these guys during the week. He doesn't like them as a team. However, he plays with the Falcons.
Really?
Yes. And he loves Bijan Robinson, and I think it's a bonus that he can play with Tyler Algier as well. But I always tell him, I go, hey, and he gets like 7 sacks a game with Caden Ellis. And I go, hey, that's a Utah product too, brother.
Yes.
He's one of the locals, even though the biggest head-scratching loss of the entire freaking weekend of the NFL was the Falcons getting obliterated by the wow, the Miami Dolphins, the fighting Mike McDaniels is. When I say fighting, I mean fighting for their jobs. Mike McDaniels.
I didn't think they would fight, but whatever they did on Sunday was pretty impressive.
Like Tua throw 4 touchdowns, is that what they said?
Yeah, it was crazy. Like the Dolphins just suddenly woke up, and the Falcons are the most inconsistent team in the NFL.
So weird. They could be so good.
Yeah, it's so bad. They were awful.
Yeah.
Obviously, Michael Penix was out, but Michael Penix wasn't good the week before. Kirk Cousins comes in and and Bijan Robinson had his worst game of the year. They just didn't have any juice.
25 yards rushing or something like that.
Yeah,
It's
but
terrible.
Tyler Algier did get a touchdown. So
Nice.
he ties a career high for rushing touchdowns in a season by week 8, which is good for him. Yeah, he's having a good year. Jackson Dart was decent. Had a touchdown through the air and on the ground. It sucked to see Cam Scatterby go down. That was a gruesome injury.
When your kids come up to you with their phones and try to show you the still photo of it, I'm like, get out of here. I don't want to see that ever.
The ankle, the foot was definitely going in the wrong
Crooked.
direction. So, How about this story? Tyler Huntley, back in a Ravens uniform,
Hey now.
back as a starting quarterback for 1 week at least. 17 of 22 for 186 yards and a touchdown. He had 53 yards on the ground, and he led the Ravens to their second win of the season.
One of the few bright spots they've
Dude
had all
just
dang
gets
year
the job
long.
done and wins.
Yes. It was cool to see him up on TV doing the post-game interview as well.
Yeah.
Big old smile on his face. I went, you know what? That kid has been through it. Like, he just keeps toggling around between practice squads and backups and emergency quarterbacks.
Every team
and,
that calls on him, he just gets it done. It's pretty impressive. And Jordan Love was unbelievable last night. All the attention on Aaron Rodgers. And the best quarterback in that game was by far Jordan Love. 29 of 37, 360 yards, 3 touchdowns. He had a 134.2 quarterback rating. And the most impressive stat, 20 consecutive completions against that Steelers defense. Really, really good last night.
Yeah, they look sharp. Those white on white
They're
helmets
nice.
and uniforms and all that.
Disappointed with the Steelers wore
I
some
am
kind of
fine.
monstrosity of a uniform.
I get it. They're like, this was when we were back in 1933. I'm like, that were terrible back then, and we've moved on.
There's a reason why you changed them to what they are now. Exactly.
The pictures are black and white for a reason. Also, they're all, what would be a really, really terrible helmet? Let's go full yellow. Craig, I like where your head's at. What else can we do? Matte. Let's make it matte finish. Let's make it look like someone spread mustard on the helmet. Full on.
What's wrong with Aaron Rodgers' helmet?
He gets a weird one. Well, and he got a different one this year. I read a whole thing about it. We should not be writing articles about Aaron Rodgers' helmet, but he's got a massive looking helmet without the Guardian cap on. Does that make sense? It's massive looking, right? It's too big for his head. But I just love that NBC kept slowing down. I was like, we don't need to do the lip reading. My kids are like, what did he just say? And my older kids are like, yeah. I'm like, don't show that guy before you go to a break after he throws a pass that gets dropped. He is going to throw a guy under the bus with a lot of F words. So don't do it. Jackson Dart, that was kind of interesting that he had the day that he did. I think everybody was just assumed they were going to lose that game. And they did. Man, they don't look very good. And I don't know where the saving grace was. It was fun to watch Cam Scatterby and Jackson Dart together.
They had
if
a
you were a
thing
New York
going on
Giants
there,
fan.
nice little tag team. Yeah.
And everybody, it was definitely like a Superman and his sidekick type of a deal. And now it's like your season is going to, you guys might only win 2 games, and you're not going to have that head coach at the end of the year. And that's the guy who drafted you.
Yeah.
And now you're going to have to bring in a guy who's going to have to be like, this isn't my guy, but I guess we'll try to win with him. And the owners will go, we really like him, so try your best to make it work with that rookie. It's going to be terrible. Carson Wentz going to be out for the season with the shoulder with the shoulder injury that he saw. Did you see that in the game that he on Thursday night? He was definitely in a ton of pain on the sideline. You knew he was not going to be himself. What is the deal with J.J. McCarthy? I know he has the high ankle sprain, but everybody's watching him like jumping around on the sidelines, and you're going,
why is he not playing?
So who's the guy then? Who was it that came in for him on? I can't remember who came.
I'd have to Google him.
Oh, it was the guy from. It was Minnesota's quarterback last year. The reason you don't know his name is because I don't even know if they knew he was going to make the team.
Max Brosmer.
Brosmer came in relief at the very end of that game for Wentz, and their season is over if Brosmer's going to be your guy.
Your starting quarterback's going to be an undrafted rookie.
out of Minnesota. So he's got that name recognition. Got that. Everybody loved him as a Golden Gopher.
Did
Liam,
they?
Yeah, sure. Liam Cohen says they are not going to trade second-year wide receiver Brian Thomas Jr.
Why would they?
out of the Jag. I know. Isn't it funny that teams have to comment on that now?
Dude's a star. He's hurt. Wait, no, is he not? No, he's not hurt. He's fine.
I don't know. I thought this was
Maybe he is hurt.
I thought this was a fever dream of mine, but apparently I woke up and it was real. I must have read something. But Tyler Lockett's going to go join the Raiders. That's what they needed. Hey, Lloyd, I think you guys are fine now.
Why would Tyler Lockett sign with a team that has no hope?
Because that's the coach.
It's a veteran receiver that could help a playoff team.
That's the coach that they could join. He could join.
I know
team.
There's a relationship there. I get the signing. I understand it, but
they want to have no hope together as a group.
Man, the Raiders could use some help at receiver. There's no doubt about that.
Is that the only place?
Just about everywhere else too.
All right. Hey, Adrian Peterson's second DWI arrest in the last 6 months. Book it. He's a jerk.
Sad.
There you go. All right, we're
Whoa,
huh?
Hey, we didn't talk about the Broncos.
Oh, jeez. I was trying to go early to break. Did you notice?
Who's first place in the AFC West? Who?
Bing bong, bing bong. Who's the team in first West? Bing bong, bing bong. It's your Broncos. The Orange Crush jerseys were phenomenal.
Who's won 5 in a row?
Is that how many it is?
Yeah, it is.
Hold on, let me just look at the. Let me see West. Okay, past champions. Oh, ChatGPT says you guys have no shot.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let me see here. Chiefs. Hey, you guys did win.
AI isn't exactly batting 1,000 these days.
Hold on.
What?
You guys did win this thing back in 2015. You guys are due after a decade.
Has anyone else other than Chiefs won it since that time? No.
No.
An incredible run.
No.
Somebody's due to win that division that isn't the Chiefs.
The Chiefs are actually getting better. You noticed that, right?
Oh, very much so.
I think the stat that I saw that was the most shocking to me was, what's his name? Patrick Mahomes has 5 games in a row where he's thrown 3 touchdowns and no interceptions. It's the first time he's ever done that in his career. Do I need to mention that in other years of his career, he's been pretty good too? All I'm saying is the Raiders could win this division still. No, just joking. I'm joking. They're the only team that have no shot. Whatever happened to the Chargers? Weren't they supposed to be the guys this year?
They're 5-3, quietly plugging along. They crushed the Vikings on Thursday night.
What are you guys? What's your record? 6-2?
6-2.
Yeah.
5-game win streak.
What are the Chiefs? 5-3?
4-3.
Oh, they play tonight. Well, let's see what goes on. I don't believe in Bo Nix at all, by the way. I mean, look, everybody has scored 35 points against the Cowboys, by the way.
That's fair. Oh.
Listen, screw you guys for making fun of me after nothing has materialized for John Mateer this year, and then you just gave me I don't believe.
He thinks he's the only guy on this show that can make dad jokes.
Listen, that was a bad pun. All right? Nobody says, hey, I believe, but they do say something materialized. Come on. I
definitely believe.
Do you wear the Orange Crush jersey and paint your face before you go to bed?
I'm like that. This is our Colts. This is our team guy. I'm writing songs in my basement right now. I'm so excited about the Broncos.
He throws the football through the lighting fixture.
These are our Broncos. This is our team. We love them.
It still works with the horse.
For sure.
I do love my 5-year-old daughter goes. My daughter goes over to me and she walks up to the TV. Anytime there's a game on, she goes, "Who we cheering for? We cheering for the horse team?"
Yeah, like, you are.
I go,
yeah,
sure.
That's right.
We cheering for the horse team or the star team? I go, sweetheart, nobody cheers for the star team outside of the state of Texas. Aren't you a Texan, Dad? Shh. We don't remember those times. All right.
When did you transition from a Cowboy to a Seahawk?
Transition. I was never a Cowboy fan. My dad didn't allow it.
How?
Because he grew up in the Seattle area.
Okay.
And my mom and dad were like, hey, this Cowboy team is pretty fun to watch on TV. They're fun. My dad was like, these guys are snorting coke off of Ladies of the Night. I don't think we should be
Thanks for
cheering
cleaning
for this
that
team.
Nice edit.
Look, I was just telling you what my dad told me.
They snort what off of what? Your dad told you that? Like, what's your dad teaching you when you were young?
How to be a sports fan and how to hate the Cowboys.
This is what athletes do.
Oh, my gosh.
Hookers and blow. Jeez.
Was it pink? That was a great, timely reference there, producer Alex. I love it. Thank you very much for bringing us back to 2025. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. We got more to go around the corner. 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
Basking in the sports misfortune of others to help make you feel just a little bit better about yourself. As JJ and Alex present,
Yes, we got beat. We got beat badly.
It Sucks to Be You.
You know what that beautiful music means on a Monday? Just going over a few people who it currently sucks to be in the world of sports. We'll keep it to the world of sports because that a lot of people currently sucks to be the rest of the world. Let's just keep it to sports, all right? Sucks to be these particular people in the world of sports. Call now, by the way, and all you have to do is be caller number 12 and then tell us what the Rocky Mountain Chevy Dealer Play of the Weekend was. That was given out by DJ and PK today. Don't shy away from this. It's because you don't want to try to marry yourself to the very, very odd pick that DJ and PK had for the play of the weekend. That's what the hint's going to be this week, by the way. It's that there were so many other games. There were so many.
You definitely had to be listening this morning to guess.
There were so many other things you could have picked, DJ and PK. You had one job. It was like, what? Oh, keep it local? Nah. Okay. Well, college football, though, right? No. Oh, well, certainly the World Series. No. So there are your hints. Not local. Not anything you ever thought it would be. But, hey, it was a sporting event, and it did happen, and they picked it for their Rocky Mountain Chevy Dealer Play of the Weekend. It was a great play. Just not sure where they picked it. And if you can tell us what it was, by the way, you can get yourself an Amazon gift card. Get Christmas started right. Get it going early. Or just prepay for all the stuff you already have ordered in your shopping cart. There you go. 801-575-ZONE. That's 801-575-ZONE. 801-575-9663. Be caller number 12 right now. Tell us what the Rocky Mountain Chevy Dealer Play of the Weekend was. Your Rocky Mountain Chevy Dealers, America's fastest growing full-line brand. All right. Sucks to be LSU. Sucks to be Brian Kelly. Brian Kelly.
Does it, though?
$55 million.
I think it sucks to be LSU because they have to fork over that buyout, and they have to look for a head coach when there's not a really obvious candidate out there. Brian Kelly gets to party like he's never partied before.
Well, I mean, he's he's a Southern guy. He knows how to party down in the by the way, like LSU with the whole Kelly gotta go, and they spell it with the EUAX. I cannot.
That's just like the lady with Alabama and the program.
I know. Tell you what I do. I get rid of old Byrne, and I get rid of old Kalen DeBoer. But LSU is 5-3. Kirby Smart said something today in defense of people in his ilk, head coaches in college football, who are getting paid so much money. Now, Kirby Smart's making $13 million a year. 13.5, okay? He is rich beyond his wildest dreams. His buyout would be over $100 million. I think that was last year. Maybe it's like 96 now, okay? Still, it would have to be $100 million if you want to get him out of his job. He's won multiple national championships, but make no mistake, if things get weird over the next 18 months, everyone will be wondering, and people will start asking. The tough thing about this is, and this is why I don't like it, the whole crowd starts yelling, "Fire Kelly," right? By the end of the game. And you know what their athletic director did at the end of this? I'm going to put together a board of folks who can make this decision together. And then, then the governor of the state of Louisiana is the one who apparently handpicks this board of people that are at this highly qualified way to basically just cave to the peer pressure of your dumb fans. And that's what they are. That's what we are. We're not the ones making the decisions. By the way, and this is what Kirby Smart said that I appreciated. He goes, the problem is that it's either it has to be you either are having an exceptional year that you're just amazing and people can't believe it, or you're terrible. Those are the two options. And if they feel like you've been terrible, and by the way, he goes, if you're just having a normal, regular football season, which is what most teams are having this year, okay? You have barely anybody who's having exceptional years. You have teams that are in the very middle who are 5-3, 4-4, 3-5, right? LSU has a lot of talent. Do they have national championship talent? No. Garrett Nussmeier is not a national championship winning quarterback. Brian Kelly couldn't have changed that. He wouldn't have been the guy who gone, oh, I suddenly talked to Garrett Nussmeier. I made him a champion. That would not have happened. But Kirby says it. He goes, look, man, you're having a normal year, but you have a bunch of people who suddenly go, well, wait a minute. Indiana can do it. We can do it. How's it that those Indiana guys are doing it? Look over at these. Hey, how's Vanderbilt better than us? They're asking those questions. They lost to Vanderbilt. You know why they lost to Vanderbilt? Because Vanderbilt is the best they've ever been by far. LSU didn't print national championships and never has. They won in 09. They won in 07. They won in 09 or whatever it was with they go Saban and then they go what's his name?
Les Miles won one.
Les Miles won one, and then Orgeron brought him one. Right? That's 3 in 25 years. But they looked at Brian Kelly. The real problem with Brian Kelly I think he was a humanoid. I don't think he was I don't think he was regular.
He's not a real person.
He does not have human interaction capabilities. And I don't think that helped. I don't think it helped that he couldn't have a normal conversation with a normal person. So that doesn't help. Is he the right guy for the job? No. But was he terrible, LSU? No. Your team is. And I know that he's the guy, the buck stops with him, but guess what? 5-3 is not the end of the world.
Not at all.
LSU has been 5-3 more often at this point of the year than they've been 8-0 times 1 million. I guarantee it. But the expectations get weird in an era of college football when teams have no ability, JJ. There's no way that they have the ability to be able to pay for NIL and coach and firing coaches at this rate to pay him out. Anyway, I went the whole sucks to be you on LSU because it really does suck to be him. Navy is 8-0 and they're not in the top 25. AP voters, you failed again this weekend.
Sucks to be the midshipman.
The Cincinnati Bengals are officially the worst team in the league because they lost to the worst team in the league.
Transitive.
Why not? Arizona State and Kennedy Dillingham, their champions, their idea of being a Big 12 champion again is squashed.
They blew it.
Sorry.
At home, right? That was a home game.
Oh, yeah.
Terrible.
Illinois. More than enough for you guys to lose 63 to...
How come they keep getting ranked?
I think because people were
they
so
haven't
willing.
Just lost. They've been blown out.
Yeah, people were so willing. They wanted them to be good.
Why?
I don't know. Utah State,
Ugh.
they go
Aggies.
down and laid a massive egg down in Albuquerque. And then sucks to be Will Hammond, the backup quarterback at Texas Tech, who is now going to be out for the rest of the season with a torn ACL.
May not suck for BYU a week from Saturday.
I don't know how much I believe in that. This is because now
It's tough. We just don't know who's going to be the starter. Is it Baron Morton or is it their third
Baron
string,
Morton.
Griffiths?
he's day-to-day, but he's going to be the guy. Like, don't mess around. They said on Saturday, what's his name? Joey McGuire said, if he needs to go, he'll go. That was on Saturday.
Texas Tech is not the same team now that they were when they beat Utah. They are banged up.
Agreed. So, look, Utah, why don't you do a big favor for BYU fans? Go ahead and beat Cincinnati this weekend. And then Baron Morton can still continue to...
BYU would be returning the favor by beating Texas Tech.
That's what I'm saying.
Because the Utes need Tech to have 3 losses in conference play.
Yeah, there you go.
That's the path.
Get the meme of Carl
A
Weathers
BYU-Utah rematch in the Big 12 championship game is probably the only way Utah gets in.
Would not suck, by the way.
Unless there's a complete and total collapse by BYU, which is not going to happen.
You know what, though?
There's 4 games left.
Then we're all going to Arlington.
They need Texas Tech or BYU to get to 3 losses.
Hey, if we all go to Arlington, could we go to Hurtado's again?
100%.
1,000%.
We're there.
Okay. And then it won't
Texas
be 100
barbecue
degrees.
with a kick, by the way.
It's so good. It was so good. It was 100 degrees, and they had no way to cool that place down. Didn't matter.
We sat in 100-degree heat in, 150% humidity and ate ribs and brisket.
It was 150% humidity because they had swamp coolers that were not working.
It was glorious.
They were just pumping.
Pretty sure I had a stroke that day. I haven't been the same since, but it sure was good.
All right. We're going to take a break. We'll come back. When we return, let's talk Utah football next. 97.5 Kesel Sports Zone.